Dennis Schroder, a name synonymous with NBA journeyman, recently found himself in the middle of a trade deadline whirlwind. But it was his words, not his travels, that shook the league. Schroder dared to compare the NBA's trade system to modern slavery. He argued that players, despite their lucrative contracts, lack control over their destinies. Schroder's statement came from a place of frustration. He had found a home with the Golden State Warriors. His family had joined him in San Francisco, and his performance on the court reflected his newfound stability. Yet the looming trade deadline cast a shadow over his newfound happiness. The NBA trade deadline is a time of uncertainty and anxiety for players. Teams make deals to improve their rosters. Players are often treated like commodities. This can be unsettling for even the most seasoned veteran. Schroder's outburst, while controversial, brought to light the power dynamics of the NBA. It ignited a conversation about player empowerment and the human cost of the business. Schroder's explosive comments came on the heels of a seismic trade that sent shockwaves through the NBA. Luka Doncic, a generational talent and the face of the Dallas Mavericks, was traded to the New York Knicks. The move sent ripples of uncertainty throughout the league. Doncic's trade shattered the illusion of player empowerment. If a superstar like Doncic could be traded, no one was safe. This underlying anxiety amplified Schroder's words. Players, regardless of their status, felt like pawns in a high-stakes game. The Doncic trade highlighted the league's shifting landscape. Teams are increasingly willing to make blockbuster deals. They prioritize immediate contention over long-term stability. This creates a climate of uncertainty for players, particularly those on the fringes of rosters. Schroder's comments, while controversial, resonated with players who felt increasingly powerless. The NBA, for all its glitz and glamour, is a business. And in business, loyalty often takes a backseat to the bottom line. Schroder's modern slavery comparison drew immediate backlash. Critics slammed the statement as tone-deaf and insensitive. They pointed to the vast wealth and privilege of NBA players. How could someone earning millions complain about their situation? The backlash was swift and severe. Schroder was labeled as out of touch and ungrateful. His comments sparked a debate about the limits of free speech. When does a player's right to express their opinion cross the line? Lost in the controversy was the nuance of Schroder's argument. He acknowledged the privileges of being an NBA player. He never denied the financial blessings. His point was about control, or lack thereof. Schroder's comments, while poorly phrased, exposed a raw nerve within the NBA. They highlighted the complex relationship between players and the league, and they ignited a conversation that extended far beyond the basketball court. The irony of Schroder's situation was not lost on anyone. Within 24 hours of his controversial statement, he was traded not once, not twice, but 4 times. He went from the Warriors to the Miami Heat, then to the Utah Jazz, and finally to the Detroit Pistons. Schroder's trade deadline odyssey perfectly illustrated the point he was trying to make. Here was a player, at the mercy of front office decisions, being shuffled around the league like a deck of cards. It was a stark reminder of the transient nature of life in the NBA. For Schroder, the trades were a whirlwind of emotions. He had to uproot his family multiple times in a matter of days. He had to adjust to new teammates, new coaches, and new systems. It was a crash course in the business side of basketball. Schroder's experience served as a cautionary tale for all NBA players. Job security is an illusion. Loyalty is a two-way street. And in the world of professional basketball, anything can happen.